Here are a few tips to help you set boundaries, preserve your energy, and to make it where the other party doesn't think or feel like you setting boundaries are a way to shut them out or push them out. So instead of saying, I'm being disrespected, let's say that person is blowing up your phone, it's Sunday morning, 7 a.m. First of all, instead of saying, you're disrespecting me, I will not accept this type of treatment from you, the boundary could be that, so I would prefer if you call me at 10 a.m. on whatever so-and-so day, and we can talk, because on Sunday, you don't even need to explain further. So you're drawing them more to include them more in the conversation to minimize them from deflecting, projecting, or becoming defensive at what you're saying. So you're giving them other options regarding the boundary that you're setting. It takes a level of confidence to negotiate boundaries. Boundaries can be in romantic relationship, friendships. You need a lot of boundaries. Girlfriendship. We don't talk a lot about how much boundary you need when you're trying to stay in, maintaining girlfriendship, especially in our late 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond. Maintaining friendships is hard, but it's key to maintaining your community. So you have to find the right people who gel and who are understanding and also empathetic towards your need to set whatever boundaries. So you're respecting them, they're respecting you back. Especially when you're dealing with people who might have more difficult personalities, more so important to set those boundaries. Even work-related relationship, church-related relationship, parent-child relationship, boundaries have to be set. And sometimes when you're setting boundaries, because you're passionate about whatever you're setting the boundary about, like me, I'm a Ghana girl. Let's have all the Ghana girls. I'm Ghana, and anyway, I'm from Ghana. So sometimes you can get passionate when you're setting boundaries, or you're trying to talk about something you're super passionate about. It can come across as maybe abrasive and aggressive, maybe even, or you might start crying because it's so hard for you to set boundaries. Maybe you're a people pleaser, a recovering people pleaser, like myself. Okay, so it's important to let that person know, hey, when I become passionate about a topic and I'm talking about, or when I'm trying to set boundaries, I'm still learning that skill and the muscle to set those boundaries, I can become very passionate. My tone of voice might be different. I might cry. So they know how you present, and eventually as you become more skillful in setting boundaries, it might be easier. So these are some tips in making sure that person feels safe about your boundaries. You don't feel pushed away. It's your responsibility to state what your boundaries are, because boundaries are for you to preserve and protect you, and it's up to them to accept it. And the way you do it is in order for them to not project back on you or deflect and turn the whole thing around. Especially if you're dealing with someone with high conflict, narcissistic, that whole boundary thing can turn into a whole. If you're co-parenting with somebody who has no respect for boundaries, then that wagon will be, So let me know, what are some ways that you've set boundaries that you found it very effective, especially if you've been a people pleaser before or a recovery people pleaser. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, bye.